आए कहाँ से क्यों है आए, सोचो क्या ले जाना है। आए कहाँ से क्यों है आए, सोचो क्या ले जाना है। जैसी करनी वैसी भरनी, कभी नहीं भुलाना है। शुभ संकल्पों की, शुभ संकल्पों की करो रचना, विश्व का कल्याण कर। व्यर्थ न जाए जीवन अपना, पल पल को आबाद कर। सफल कर लो सांसें अपनी, परम पिता को याद कर। मिट्टी का तन मिट जाएगा, भूल से धोखे में मत आना। मिट्टी का तन मिट जाएगा, भूल से धोखे में मत आना। वस्तु वैभव धन संपदा, साथ कभी ना है जाना। मैं हूँ आत्मा, मैं हूँ आत्मा अजर अमर, बस यही एहसास कर। व्यर्थ न जाए जीवन अपना, पल पल को आबाद कर। सफल कर लो सांसें अपनी, परम पिता को याद कर। की पूंजी भर ले मन में, कुछ ही पल है पास तेरे। पुण्य की पूंजी भर ले मन में, कुछ ही पल है पास तेरे। जोड़ के रिश्ता प्रभु प्रीतम से, पाले उनसे सुख सारे। क्या होगा, क्या होगा, कैसे होगा, अब न कोई फरियाद कर। व्यर्थ न जाए जीवन अपना, पल पल को आबाद कर। सफल कर लो सांसें अपनी, परम पिता को याद कर। सफल कर लो सांसें अपनी, परम पिता को याद कर। परम पिता को याद
Om Shanti, and a very good morning to all. Today we are going to read the Murli dated 14th November 1978. The title of the Murli is The Call of Time. Vakt ki Pukar. In today's Murli, Baba speaks about being powerful, being samarth according to the time. Now, in a very subtle way, Baba has given a comparison between the quality of thoughts and the time. Like our thoughts should be according to the time, according to the present time. Baba emphasizes on only having powerful thoughts, that is, samarth sankalp, and no waste anymore. Baba has also shared ways in which we can keep a record and check ourselves to what extent are we having powerful thoughts or weak ones. So let's together read the Murli. Baba says, do you constantly consider yourselves to be the direct godly children of the highest on high Father, and do you constantly remain in a powerful stage? Just as the Father is always powerful, have you also become constantly powerful? We use a title for Baba, right? Sada Samarth. Because Baba can never get into any type of waste. Baba can never get into any type of worldly matters. So Baba says, are you constantly powerful like the Father? Do you have those thoughts, powerful thoughts always? Baba says, at present, since you are ever ready in advance, according to the challenge of time, the account of only be in name according to the time. And this is the Murli from the year 78, where Baba has already mentioned that now is the time. First, Baba says that now is the time that you have to become ready in advance. Okay. And secondly, in the same sentence, Baba mentions that the account of waste should be like negligible if we are to consider the time. But then if we take the time now, 2024, then what should be the account of waste? Baba says, just as there is the of salt in a sack full of flour, so the account of the powerful should be 99%. जैसे आटे में नमक, that means Samarth Sankalp should be 99% and only 1% margin of waste. That too in the year 1978. Baba wants us to buck up, right? Buck up in the Purusharth, right? Because even we realize that day in and day out, at times we get into a whole trail of waste, right? And then it takes a lot of time to come back to clear that off, right? And put things on track. Baba says, only then will you have a right to the 100% Satopradhan kingdom of the future new world. At present, the future kingdom the kingdom of all of you is invoking all of you. Now, this is very subtle, right? Because if we are to consider the time, Baba has already mentioned previously also that there will be a time where souls will experience, the angelic form, sakshatkar kaho, to the own stage of Satyug, right, to the Satopradhan world, just as Brahma Baba had, right? So even if we are not going to that extent, but are we even trying to create those thoughts that yes, this is the future me, like I am going to be this, I am going to be this in the new kingdom, in the new world? Do we have the awareness? I'll read this again. Baba says, only then will you have a right to the 100% Satopradhan kingdom of the future new world. At present, the future kingdom, the kingdom of all of you, is invoking all of you. Who is being invoked? The souls who are full of all virtues and 16 celestial degrees full. You have to create your chart of the present time according to the time. To what extent is there something powerful, and to what extent is there something wasteful? Maybe we can discuss a bit on this towards the end, like how is Baba creating a link, a subtle link between our thoughts and the time going on, right? Because when we say that the time is now, so the thoughts that we create should also align with the time, right? Baba says, keep a chart of your thoughts and time. In the timetable of the whole day, which account is greater? If even now the account of waste is 50 to 60%, what period of the kingdom would you claim a right to then? Would you claim a right to the first kingdom of the golden age or the kingdom of the middle period of the golden age? माना सत्युग के आदि काल या मध्य काल में आएंगे. Now this is according to what? This is according to the thoughts that we have, the account of waste or powerful. This is according to that. So Baba asks, would you claim a right to the first kingdom of the golden age or the kingdom of the middle period of the golden age? Or would it be the beginning of the silver age? This is also going to decide that where are we going to take birth? In Satyug or in Treta Yuga? So Baba further says, only those who have a right over their thoughts and time at the present time are able to claim a right to the kingdom of the beginning period. Only those souls who have all rights are able to receive respect from all the souls of the world in the beginning of the Satapradhan period. Now this is logical, right? Like if we take the present time, if we have control over the thoughts and time now, only then we will be able to come in the beginning of the golden age, right? Another point to look at this is Baba has always mentioned that your thoughts and time, samay, sankalp, and of course, to add on to the list, These two are the most powerful treasures, you can say खजाने हैं संगम युग के जो हमें सफल करने हैं. These two especially, like the thoughts and the time. Further, Baba says, first there is self-sovereignty and then there is world sovereignty. Those who are not able to be self-sovereign are not able to claim a right to world sovereignty. Therefore, now check yourself. Become introverted and think of your original self. The riddle of who am I was explained to you on your first day. Therefore, according to your complete stage and according to your elevated stage, now check, what am I? We often say, right, ki Rajyoga, I have heard this many a times, Brahmins saying that Rajyoga is nothing but मैं से लेकर मैं तक की यात्रा, right? It will always begin from I and it will end on the I. So Baba is saying the same, that you were explained on the first day of your course that who are you? You've been taught from day one. But then now, according to your complete stage, okay, according to the elevated positions that you are in or that you wish to become like, check to what extent have you achieved the goal or have you solved the riddle of who am I? Right? Do I even realize this? That I, the soul, I am the one who has completed the entire cycle. I am the one who was there in the goal. I am the one with all the satopradhans and scars. I actually am the one who Baba is talking about, Sola Kala Sampurna, Sampurna Nirvikari, just as Baba mentioned in the beginning. Because this is important, right? So that is what Baba is saying. And we can also expand this statement, to the swamans that we have, to the self-esteem that Baba gives us daily, regularly in the Murlis. That you are so-and-so soul. You are the apple of my eye. Baba ke neno ke noor ho. There is so much to add on in just one sentence of this. Where Baba mentions, I'll read this again. Baba says, the riddle of who am I was explained to you on your first day. Therefore, at that stage, and according to your elevated position, now check, what am I? This actually has a lot of depth in it. Like, how am I day in, day out, at work, at home, with people, in the Brahmin family, other than the people who are, not in Gyan. What is my stage there? What is my behavior there? Okay. So this we need to really check. Do I still carry that consciousness when I am moving around the entire day? Baba says, you now have to solve this riddle. You can know yourself through your stage throughout the day as to whether you have a right to the beginning period or whether you have a right to the middle period of the golden age. See, Baba is making it so clear that the way you spend your time throughout your day, just one day, those 24 hours, you can check. You yourself are able to check that if you will be in the beginning of the golden age or in the middle of the golden age. Baba says, since you have the aim of claiming a right to the beginning period, then according to that time, let your present be constantly powerful. Together with the churning of knowledge, it is also most essential for you to check your stage. Am I content with myself in my daily account of accumulation? Baba is saying, check for yourself that are you really content with yourself in the daily account of accumulation? Or will you even now say that you haven't accumulated as much as you should have? This should not be the result now. How can those who are not content with themselves become those who make all souls of the world content? At the beginning of the golden age, let alone souls, even nature is content because it is. Why is Baba mentioning this? That at the beginning of the golden age, not only the souls, but even nature is content. Why is this so? Because in the beginning of the golden age, there will be only souls who have made themselves content now, who have accumulated so much now that they have it there as well. So Baba says, so become jewels of contentment. Do you understand what you have to do now? Further, Baba says, you have been serving up to now abilities for service that you have. You have been doing this with love and been making a lot of effort. Your zeal and enthusiasm is also very good. However, together with doing service, there has to be the service of the world and service of the self. Be merciful to the world and also merciful to yourself. Both have to be together. Do not wait for time, thinking that you will become perfect by then. Since you tell other souls not to put anything off till tomorrow, but to do it today, not to put anything off to some other time, but to do it now, so first also talk to yourself in the same way. Maybe we can take this as homework today, that how have I aligned my stage according to the time? Am I really aware that how fast is the time running and what time is it exactly now? No? Do I even realize the importance of this confluence age, the Sangam Yuga? Because Baba mentioned it very clearly, like you children are very smart in telling others that do it now. Abhi nahi to kabhi nahi. Right? So Baba says that talk to yourself also this way. Right? Inform yourself, tell yourself, remind yourself that if not now, then it'll be never. Baba says, are you ever ready to this extent? Do you constantly have the awareness, if not now, then never? Have a conversation with yourself in this way. Acha, you have been told a great deal. What does the Father want now? Now is not the time to tell you anything, but the time to see it. Baba saying that Baba has already told you everything, and now there's no time to inform you even more. Right? And not only Baba wants to see this, but even the others who are not in Gyan, who don't follow this, even they have their eyes on the Brahmin clan, on the Brahmin children, that what is something special about them? What is there that they are doing and we are not? Right? So it is now time, just as Baba mentioned, that it is now time to see this in the practical, right? Not just to mention or just to share knowledge, no, but it now has to be practically done. Baba says the Father wishes to see each jewel complete and perfect. Do you understand? Baba is giving the Yad Pyar to those who understand through signals, to those who let their listening and doing be the same, to those who maintain constantly powerful remembrance of the Almighty Father, to the souls who stay in a powerful stage, to the elevated souls who are embodiments of success, Bab Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. From us children to our beloved Bab Dada, love-filled remembrance and namaste. We will stop here today, and then maybe we can continue with the rest of the Murli tomorrow. We will just take a moment of silence, reflect on the, and then we shall share points from the Murli. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. We can now unmute and share the points from the Murli. Anyone would like to share what does Baba mention today? No? Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother. Yes, you can go ahead.
Om Shanti. So, very beautiful Murli, very powerful Murli. Just like Baba would like to see us powerful, right? As children becoming powerful, right? So Baba wishes here each one of us, each of us should become complete and perfect. So, Baba says we have to, don't wait for the time. So every second is, very precious. So we have to become very powerful. Let your present be constantly powerful. So Baba also reminded us about the first chapter, keeping or stabilizing ourselves in that position and then checking. So this all can, be done or get to a higher stage is by we doing a perfect checking. Om Shanti. So my takeaway would be that. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Yes.
Om Shanti. Wonderful, Murli. Baba has spoken about the Samarth Sthiti, that 100% powerful, capable stage of self-sovereignty that begets the world sovereignty. And where Baba has given beautiful example of atta and namak, where in atta, in the dough, in the flour, we mix 1% of the salt. But however, the result is right now it is 50 to 60% salt and 40% flour. So in that case, the chapatis which will be made cannot be consumed. And even if some salt is more, even if it is more than 1%, say 10% also, then one cannot enjoy the dishes, that chapati or whatever pancake which you're making. So Baba has given this example and related it to the spiritual stage, that if there are waste thoughts and if there is kind of negative thoughts about own self and who am I and what am I, then the particular, then we are not able to serve our own self as well as the world. People will not be able to enjoy our stage. And forget about people, we also will not be able to enjoy our stage. So here is the homework, I think, that we need to constantly check how much salt we should put. Only maximum allowable salt is only 1%, not more than that. And our 99% should be the clean floor, where we have, a pure stage of that puzzle Baba spoke about. What am I? After you applying who am I, how much I have progressed and what have I become after knowing the puzzle of who am I. The next door was what am I, and have I applied it on myself and attained all that which Baba wanted me to experience, the attainments. Am I experiencing that? And here comes every second and every thought, how it is to be submerged. Every second and every thought, both are interrelated. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Yes.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
I think the two T's in the T of treasure, the two T's, time and thought, they are such a important treasure which can slip from your hands, which can turn into something either powerful or wasteful. And so correctly, when Baba gives the importance here, even though thought is important, because that is the action plan or the recipe of time. I like this title itself, Call of Time. Time is now, and the person is you. That's the main thing in the whole Murli. Time is now, and the person is you, the riddle of who am I. And your future, what you're going to be, it starts today, not tomorrow. Like I have to live this moment. Every breath I take, I have to live each breath, which we generally use the word for that as mindfulness. Like I should not say, oh, let me run, let me chase. No, but whatever is that, what we call as the moment, I should appreciate. Now is now, nothing but now, right here, all here. Like as if there is no past, no history, no future, no destiny. What is happening is now. I think I love that concept of what we call it as time is now, N-O-W. And if you have conquered it, reverse it. You are one, W-O-N. It's like, or else what will happen? Like when I'm going in a train, what we do, generally we like to look at the front of the train. Then we know where the train is going. If we don't realize this, it's like riding a train, sitting in a train riding backwards. I love this concept of time. And I would like to share here, I have read through very nice articles by Aruna Ladva, where she speaks about it's time. Nothing is going to be done. Don't postpone for the unseen tomorrow. Now time, invest it now. And Baba has given us already the homework. Who am I? What a checkpoint I can do every moment. Who am I? What I did for myself. Have I listened to the call of time? Then I can listen to the call of the souls in the future. I think it's a beautiful concept to really bring the reality of the time is now. Om Shanti.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes. Yes, Raki sister, please go ahead.
One line, this summarization of today's Murli is Baba is very clearly defining how would your return of investment will show up. So be very vigilant about the time that you're investing and the thoughts that you're investing today, because that's what will decide the stage in which you will have the fruits. So ROI of your time and thoughts is in your hand. And that's what is my takeaway from today's Murli. Be very vigilant about these two factors. Shanti.
Wonderful. Baba has mentioned that there should be no waste. So to reach that stage, if we can just discuss on a few practices, during the day that we take up, or if anybody is practicing some sort of, regular exercise, mindful, whatever abhyas that we say, and if we can just share or discuss on that, what can be a few practices to avoid waste, entering the mind, maybe while at work or maybe doing the other chores at home. So anybody would like to add on anything to this?
Om Shanti. What I practice at my office is I kept on my table, bottom of the glass top. I have kept some soman, some blessing cards which I receive during various bhakti sessions and some visits by the senior brothers and sisters. So what soman I get, spiritual somans, that once I often glance them over, and during conversations or whenever I get little time out. So I take time out and just look at it, and that creates powerful thoughts. That is one method which I am using in office. And at home, Amrit Vela. Amrit Vela, when we look at the five, our embodiments, 5 swarups, then those, they linger on for the most of the part of the day. And in between also, if they fade out, then what I do is I just let a little commentary of 3 minutes, which covers all the 5 swarups. So these thoughts, then when thoughts are created, then that stage begins to set. The stage gets set right, and then things are elevated. The stage is elevated. So that's one method which I'm using. Om Shanti.
Wonderful. Thank you, brother. Thank you for sharing.
I think it's a very a question which even today's Murli Baba keeps talking about waste. Let it be any recent Abhyat Murli, I think the one topic which Baba is going, like what I call it as an SOS call from God, waste. Now he's saying you have crossed all that sinful thoughts and all. I'm very happy with my children and all. So what I feel, when we are sitting down in a thing, we should discern like this: value versus waste. Whatever I am doing, what value is it adding to me or to the surrounding or to whatever is there? What is the value is it adding? If it is not adding any value, it's going to be waste. So for this, I need the power to discern, like what we call, just like God is using an SOS call, I have to use an SOS. I have to stop, I have to observe, and then go ahead. I think this is an exercise for the mind. It may be by the time is given, waste may creep in. Let me tell you, I don't think, honestly speaking, I have conquered waste. There are n number of instances where I think, oh, I shouldn't do it, but I end up doing it. I just end up doing it. Why? Don't ask me. I just don't know. My mind, knowing that it is not valuable, why do I do that waste? It happens. So I have to have this attention in me for everything, the power of discernment in me. I should have what I call it a stop, observe, and discern. So for this, there should be what I say, something kind of space and time. I should have a space and time. Thoughts are a treasure, but even I should know even time is a treasure. So if I keep this concept in my mind, maybe I can reduce the waste. I don't think I can totally eliminate waste. Then I am already with Bab Dada as a song. It's a lovely exercise. As the brother gave an example, I think each of us can take us, because our activities are our own personal activities, and we cannot generalize a common solution. But we can use this discern, SOS, is it value? And just see that person, that clock is running, and it will, if I don't accumulate now, it's going to go to the account of waste. I think little kind of self-talk, maybe the weight of waste could be reduced.
Wonderful, wonderful. Anybody else would like to add on to anything? Would like to share? Yes, brother, please go ahead.
Yeah, just adding on. So about waste. So we know that waste is also a thought, right? So and just that it is not powerful, just waste, unproductive thoughts. So one way to end that is we'll have to replace or change the pattern that we are going through. So yeah, of course, Murli is a wonderful source for that. So we do a lot of churning and chintan, right, about Murli's points. Some of them will really touch us, and some of them that Baba gives us a lot of situations that which might, we probably going through it. And the more we do churn the points, right, then that all goes to the account of powerful thoughts, where the waste is slowly ending. And the second thing would be, like Girija sister mentioned, attention, having attention, right? So when we have this attention becomes our natural nature, it becomes easy. But to have that as our natural nature is also requires practice. We have to be vigilant all the time. And then when we do that, right, practice over a period of time, then we eventually become powerful. When we become powerful, then, attaining success over everything, even including the thoughts, it becomes easy. There we attain victory over our waste, and eventually over time, just like how Baba want us to be, or, according to the time. So yeah, that's my thought on that. Thank you.
Wonderful. Would anybody else like to add on to
I'd just
anything?
like to add one reflection, sister, that time and thoughts, which is more powerful? That I think, in my view, time is most powerful. As its thought is powerful because thought is the seed, but that seed sown at the right time, in the right environment, the right, with the right nourishment will bring the thing. So right time, nourishment also to be given at the right time. And so that's why Baba says before time. Before time means preparations to be done before time. Before time is over, one has to set the stage set right, stage set right the stage. So the time is magical. Time is blissful right now. It's full of blessings, blessingful time. So at this time, if the soul is awakened and sows the right thoughts, the elevated thoughts, what Baba creates for us, if we can sow that thought at this moment when Baba is there with us, because no other time of the Kalpa Baba is with us, the bestower is with us. So that this time is very, very important. That's why in Sangam Yug, time is more powerful than thought. But thought has to be created at the right time. If the time is very powerful, but we are not creating thought, then also it doesn't serve the purpose. I think we can churn more on this. Om Shanti.
Yes,
Yeah,
very true. Yes.
but brother, see, you spoke about time is let me tell you, time is really a great teacher. Time is the key. We know all that. What we do, like we tell our children, okay, well, prepare a timetable. This is what you'll do from this time to this time, this time to this time. We give our children a timetable to do. I'll give you a very personal example. Yesterday I just said, okay, now I'm just going to take out all these work which have been written. I'm going to sit and I'm going to one by one remove them, sort out them, and I'm going to keep the one which I'm going to read for the day. I very beautifully started, and I also, the people around me, I told them, please don't disturb me. I am on a large piece of work. I really started the work. Then came a call. I just took the call. I said, okay, can you call me after some time? Fine. I took in attention. Again, after some time, I don't know what happened to my mind. Then another call came. I just went on the call. And let me tell you, 25 minutes I spent on the call. And the time which I had allotted for the work, which was really going to give me a lot of happiness for the day, went off. The time went. Then I just said, stop. What is this kind of agenda and this kind of, I'm not doing at all a perfect job. So the change may be outside, but I have some subtle symptoms inside me, which is what I'll have to, that kind of ineffectiveness I have to remove, like suck out that garbage and throw it and realize it. I have to be a perfect disciplinarian, I think, at times when I'm doing. But this is what really happens. The value of, I fixed everything, as somebody rightly said, the Murli and all. I think a little bit of spirituality, if I add to it, maybe. But really, the journey is a very long one. And I don't know what more one has to go through. It's just my personal sharing, not a common feeling, please.
See, we can visualize when the Chandrayaan was being launched. So everybody was, looking at that particular moment when Chandrayaan will be, landing at the moon, on the moon, So that particular time, everybody in the, millisecond and picoseconds, people were, they were aware about the importance of that. Even one by one, 10 to the power 12 part of a second was so important. And time also has value at for different souls, different significance of the time for different, I will not say souls, but different events. They vary the value of the time. So same time of conference age, one unit of time in conference age is equivalent to, Baba says, multi-million folds of other yugs. So this investment in the conference age is going to give a ROI, as Mr. Raki said, multi-million folds in future. And that's the value of the time now. But we need not be time conscious. At the same time, we need not be time conscious, but we have to work on the stage. I think, in my view, the stage has to be always elevated. For that, if we can have attention that who am I and what am I, then time is subservient to us. Time also becomes like a servant for us. We order the time, and that's the call of the time. Others may also share. Om Shanti.
Would anyone like to add on to anything? Would like to share anything apart from the discussion that's going on? Any other point, or maybe add on to the discussion? No. Okay. Raki sister, then can we just move towards the meditation then?
Yes, sister.
Okay. Om Shanti. Let's, for a few minutes, relax the self. I, the being, a silent being, sitting at the center of the forehead. I visualize myself being enveloped with Baba's love, Baba's golden rays of purity and peace. I, the soul, I realize that I have the power. I have received the power from the Almighty Himself. The power to transform. The power to turn things into good. Because Baba's rays are making my every thought powerful, beautiful, and beneficial for me and for others around. I, the soul, I realize that my every thought is extremely powerful, and the time now is extremely supportive. The thoughts that I create for myself will actually become true because the time is being supportive. With this thought that the power lies in me, the power lies within. I will move forward with the day, thinking only about the good, keeping Baba as my companion, utilizing his energy just to create the best, just to utilize the treasures in their best form. Thank you, Baba. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Deepika Bhai. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Till that time, have a nice day.